know. I know he doing the. We got the car show and then the Jazz Fest next weekend too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably catch him. I'll probably leave from there and go down there because he going early.
Yeah.
He going early.
Want to see Herbie Hancock?
Yeah, but he ain't gonna come on till about 8 something.
9. It said 9.
Yeah. The headline be the last one, and they be late, but that part be packed.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that might be an Uber thing.
If you can get one to get down through there, that's why he goes so early. We set up like it used to be all day thing when we go down there.
He talking about he going 2 out of 3 days.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. If I go there Sunday, that's it. I mean Saturday, that's it. That's it. But he love it, so I give you one good day.
I'm supposed to go to other little show next weekend.
Which one?
R&B only, but okay. Let's roll.
Yeah.
Make sure the volume down on the phone.
Oh, that's all. Okay. What's happening, y'all? It's your boy Colin Parshon. Here with a little paint with ain't a little seasoning with some reasoning. It's just us today, brother.
That's always good. It's always good.
Yeah, it's gonna get going in here. We're gonna keep it real nice and smooth, but we're gonna shake it up a little bit too. Sometimes you need to be shaking a little bit, not stirred.
Whatever, dog. Y'all want to first give a shout out to Rick Ross, man. He got the city on fire right now, man. I'm not even a car person, man, but they got him out today, dog.
Yeah, they do.
They got her even my way from my house to your house, man. I'm talking about they got him out today, dog.
I'm scared to even go down 138.
It's straight now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is when you get down towards Old National, but it's straight on my end. So yeah, but shout out to him, man. That's if you in the cars, man, and you had a little bit of money because it wasn't free.
Nah, it wasn't free.
You can go down there and see some nice cars, man. I watched it on Rick Ross Forever Live.
Oh
yeah, I watched it. Yeah, I can't afford that.
Yeah, I saw a couple. One of my homeboys, he put 2 of his cars in there, so he was showing when they was bringing them in yesterday, and the way he had them line up or whatever. And I know a few people that's walking around recording.
Man.
Yeah,
I'm talking about there's some people that they take pride in their cars, man. It was nice to see people's hobbies.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And they expensive hobbies. Them cars.
Oh man, yo.
Ooh. Yeah, how you light in the pockets if you ain't doing it right.
Man.
Man, but what's been going on out there in this world, man? It's crazy. I'm just going to be honest. It's crazy out here, man. I did want to double back a little bit. I wanted to kind of hold you to the fire a little bit.
What's up?
Last week when we was talking about the Young Thug thing and you and Flex was kind of like, well, I hope for the best for him. I think sometimes, me personally, we give too much leeway to people with money. And I say that because the things that he's accused of, and of course we can say, innocent until proven guilty. But the whole gangster racketeering and killing and all that stuff, I hate to be the guy to be like, I really hope he get what he deserves.
Okay.
And I might be cynical for saying that, but that's just how I feel.
Okay. With a RICO, and I don't know a lot of people. I had to actually read up on it myself to actually get the details of how it works. Mm-hmm. You can be guilty of something and have no clue of it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just because your name get mentioned in a room. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And so with that, I looked into his case. He's only well, they got more charges on him now for weapons and things. But the initial was that they trying to say he's the ringleader of this whole thing. Right. And with that, you got just like us, man. Let's say we when we make it to the next level, mm-hmm. people come around, and we don't know. We well, hopefully we do, but a lot of backgrounds gonna be around us that we don't know. Right. And somebody might want to take a picture with you. And next thing you know, man,
I'm in some trouble.
you in some shit and you have nothing. And that's why I say, what I said, even with that, let's say he does get what's coming to him, that's fine. Rehabilitation is for everybody though.
Right.
You know
right.
what I'm saying? So if he gets, they saying if they are, I was looking at Whack 100 again. Whack got the info. I don't know. People don't like him. He got a lot of info.
Yeah,
he said if they offered him 20 years, he should take that because that's the low end of it before they really get in. If you go to trial, they say he can end up in there forever. You know, the Young Thug ain't nothing like what.
He might
be 30.
He might
you know what
30.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I ain't saying okay, you take it because you're young, but it's a lot, man, to look at, and they gonna make an example out of him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if I'm being found guilty by association, and I'm looking at spending the rest of my life in jail, like that's a lot, man. Like that's a lot. You see Casanova,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Just pleaded guilty like a day later. You know what I'm saying? He like, oh shit, I guess that's it.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
Take us up.
So I just I want justice served, but I still want him to see the other side of it. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing about what the young boy named Future. Future made these songs early where he was using. He realized he wasn't using. He was fucking himself up. He stopped using. Yeah, he kept it in the music.
Right.
Cause that's what people. He had to make his money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All these rappers ain't telling the truth anyway, so I couldn't even beat him up for that. You know what I'm saying? But I guess if he put it out there that he got off of it, then it's up to you at that point what you do. You know, so he found my favorite artist, Mozzie, same way. He was on that, you know what I'm saying, that prethomethazine or how you say it, whatever the Sprite bottle shit. I don't know. I don't do drugs. But
No, dude.
and he ended up getting off of it, and he just said it between the money and the decision making, it was killing him. So I mean, it just comes down to I want rehabilitation for him because he's young and he's black and he could actually, even if he locked up, man, he could tell a different story. Remember how Tuki tried to do it before he, you know what I'm saying, Arnold Schwarzenegger did what he did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But man was in jail for 30 years or some shit like that. Man wrote children's books and all this, and he, they act like you can't be rehabilitated when you go to jail.
In the system, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you go to prison, excuse me. So I just hope for the best, man. It's a sticky situation though, man. But I would hate to be in a car with, like, imagine you in a car with somebody, man. They get in your car with a heater.
Right.
You get flicked. You know what I'm saying? They don't say nothing.
It's funny. One of the I met a friend through Will that hung out with us last week that works down at the jail, and she talks about how she goes through these files or when the people come down, and she'll, just like you just said, it'd be somebody that ain't got no business in there, but the system is made to just keep people in there, and she said she'd be feeling bad, and then she said also these people don't have the money to fight to get out. They don't have family or people like that to be there to fight for them. So they just being there stuck for something that they didn't even have nothing to do with a lot of times.
What's going to put him away is somebody he probably supported financially, even in a, I don't want to say minuscule, but in a way that they didn't have to go get a job. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now it's time to lawyer up.
Yeah. And I know it's money long, and that's what I was listening to Whack 100 too.
Yeah.
When he was talking about
How they
that's the
gonna do
first
it.
time
Yeah.
Georgia
The state,
had a RICO, so they said they're gonna make him exhaust everything, and then the feds will pick it up.
They can come in and be like,
And be
nah,
like,
we're gonna
"Look,
start
we
all the way
starting
over. Yeah.
And then he was like, look, he gonna have to get a lawyer for this guy, this guy.
Can't afford that, man.
Yeah. So
But let's just move on. Let's just move on.
let me go back to one of my. Well, I haven't really spoke about him too much, but I spoke about his company, Elon Musk.
Oh, my man, Elon, perfect.
I wasn't even gonna bring that. I would let you talk about that, man. I saw that. I just saw that. But the part I was gonna bring up was when he was proposing about Twitter, and his whole stance behind it was to uphold the freedom of speech. His first thing he said after that, well, I don't know if it was first thing, was, I'm gonna reinstate Trump also. And I was like, okay. And then he said, yeah, I don't deal with Democrats anymore. So now it's almost like, these politics and money go hand in hand. And they want to keep each other at the top. At the top. So for you to go and buy a whole media conglomerate,
Try to.
Yeah, I think they was like, nah, these numbers ain't right.
Yeah.
He was trying to lowball.
Got the bots
Yeah,
going.
he said, and then he come back and say, oh, y'all got too many fake accounts in here.
Yeah.
So they still kind of got back and forth. But what I got from it was just, to me, he still wants to push certain propaganda for the rich. I'm not even going to go Trump-wise. I just say for the rich.
You finished?
Yeah.
It's only one man or woman that I've ever been a part of to have power and never abuse it. And that's a higher power. Whatever name you want to give them, that's on you. I ain't going to do that. Whoever you see when you close your eyes, I ain't going to do that. That ain't what we do here. But that's the only person, being, whatever, that I know that has that much power and never abuse it. Elon pervert Musk is not that guy. You know what I'm saying?
People love this guy.
But
personality.
he is showing that. He is showing that money can get you whatever you want. He done been in space, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's speak.
We know.
He done been in
Yeah,
space,
he done been in
bruh.
space. He tried to take somebody else to intergalactic space, and she was like, "No,
Yeah,
sir."
he pulled that little meat out. So I'll give you 250,000
Oh my goodness.
and a horse or some shit he tried to offer.
Crazy.
But you know, money, man, money and power, man. The most dangerous two things that can go together. To be honest,
Yeah.
money and power.
It's interesting to me because, like you said, money and power. I remember Kurt asked me one day, which one would you rather have, money or power? And I had to sit and think about it for a minute. I think the first initial thing people will say is money.
Yeah,
And he was like, well, after you get the money, if nobody respects you, nothing. What good is the money?
that's right.
And I was like, yeah, that make a lot of sense.
We see that in everyday life. Look at all these athletes, filthy rich.
Yeah.
Can't make a goddamn decision they wanted to. I mean, that's just real.
It is.
You know,
Sad to
so
say, but it is.
I think this is just the start, man. He putting it in play, man. It's something else gonna come from that. I
Yeah.
think, man. It's just I'm not a Twitter person.
Me neither.
You know, I think my daughter that she loves it, but yeah, we just gonna see what happens, man. But believe me, if he get Twitter, you best believe
It's gonna be interesting.
the other two coming too. Instagram and Facebook. It's just a matter of time, man. Just a matter of time, man. So everybody strap in.
Yeah. They say
know?
Twitter's a lot of work too. They say once you post something, it's
I mean, because the
everywhere.
world gets to, comment on it, which I think is dope, but I ain't about to sit there with that all day.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
work.
and we probably should. You know what I'm saying? A little
Yeah.
bit more than we do, but I can't do it. I wish I was younger when we started this podcast.
Me too.
I'm be honest.
I thought
wish,
about that too.
I wish we was a little younger, man.
And just get in there and just
Yeah.
be all over everything.
Right.
But we working on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We working on it. I wanted to kind of tie in the effect that certain things do to businesses. I bring up this Lyft driver. I don't know if you saw the video of this Lyft driver.
Yeah, I seen it. I seen it.
And I saw the aftermath. What happened was a white guy, Lyft driver, goes, picks up a couple. As soon as the lady gets in the car, she's like, oh, wow, you're a white man. You speak English, huh? And he was like, what you mean by that?
Yeah, he was mad.
He was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, I'm just saying, you're a white guy. And he was like, I'm trying to figure out what you mean by that. And so he was like, you know what? Just get out the car.
Yeah,
I don't want
that
y'all
shit
in my
was
car.
funny.
Yeah, he said, get out the car. And then if you then wasn't listening,
Yeah, you heard his husband go crazy.
they weren't her husband. They weren't her husband. See, they did a.
Oh, okay, all right.
She's going through a divorce. She actually did own the place. So
she
that's
owned
when
the
he was
house.
like, do y'all own this
Yeah,
place?
yeah.
She actually owns it,
Yeah.
but she's getting divorced from her husband. So that was her new boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
And the first thing he shouts out, oh, you nigga lover.
Yeah. Nigga lover.
He was like, oh, I'm recording you.
Yeah.
I'm recording you.
It's all out there.
So after that, they said that she has lost so much revenue from that video
Absolutely.
because of what you know, God posting it and really getting it out there. And I say that because I personally want us to understand how important it is to pull your dollar away from something that doesn't respect you. And we've talked about it on this show countless times. Countless times. But
Let me be honest. Is it possible? Is it possible to pull your dollar from everything that don't respect you? Is it like, can you actually do it? I mean, because it's a lot of stores we go into that we might have, you know, like we always talk about bad service and bad this and that. On that level, I mean, it's one fair. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he left and got another one. I ain't making a big deal out of it because it's. I mean, he raised not to be like a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he just showed his humanity and, you know, his whatever. You know, I mean, he might lead in, turn on Eminem and say the same shit. I don't fucking know. Like, I just, you know, it's just me, dog. You know?
it's just the point that he took a stance and it affected the person that was in the wrong, is what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, I get it.
But for some of us, if they show us, look, I don't really care about you, we'll still
I mean,
patronize.
look at Spotify. How many people pull it out?
No, not many.
And they blatantly, I mean, they just came out and told you, look, yo, we backing Joe. So I mean, hell, we ain't even come off Spotify. I think we just we lazy enough. We don't even load up like we should.
I've been doing it.
See,
I've been working.
So
on
I mean,
it, but yeah,
you got
I've been working.
you got. It's just a matter of it's a matter of how much it means to you, I guess. Like, I don't know what this lady did for a living. You know what I'm saying? But you saying she done lost major revenue.
Yeah, she was a bar. She owned a bar. It was a bar.
Oh, bar people that pulled out
and
the
some
bar.
People start
Well, you know,
showing up. You know what I mean?
Thank you to the people that pulled out the bar. Let's see how long they pull out.
That's a good question.
Damn.
Would we ever be able to just sustain without patronizing things that don't care about us?
People of color?
Yeah.
No. Our selfish ways take over after a while. I mean, he wasn't talking to me. Like, we'd give an excuse for some bullshit in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Can we do better? Yeah. Should we do better? Absolutely. But until we support each other's spots to put them on these levels to where it's even competition, no. Think about it. We got a brother out here, man, who's selling, you know, right now he's selling shorts and T-shirts. He should be sold out every time he come out with something. He stand for his people.
Right.
You know, it ain't, you know, he ain't overdoing it. It's, you know, he should sell out easily. You would think people rock with him, but, you know, we still got to support, we still choose to support, you know, everybody else instead. Right. You know,
it's funny you said that. I was wearing one of my homeboys, Big Mike. Shout out Big Mike Mazzo. I was wearing one of his shirts, and then one of my homies from the hood hit me up and was like, "Hey man, I like that. You know, how much was it?" I told him how much. I can't do that.
But he might have had on a polo.
I was just finna say that. So I'm just like, man, what's the cutoff point for you to support your own people versus somebody you don't know? Because it's status quo, it's the norm, quote unquote.
If I rock with you, I have a cap of money I'm not willing to spend, but that's just around the board for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some people feel like you're not established to be charging those kind of prices, but what they don't understand is your overhead is different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, for people that's entrepreneurs, I commend you. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got business out here, y'all making plates, y'all selling clothes, y'all candles. I just got a text the other day, a young lady sent me to another site where young girls selling candles. I don't have the information right now, but I'll be posting that. You know, but it take a lot of sacrifice. Like, look at this, Ja.
Mr. Wayne was.
Yeah, Mr.
He
Wayne,
just made it
like,
into the Wayfield Foods on Tar Boulevard. Y'all go down there, man.
It's a lot of sacrifice with this, man. And then you got to think about. Sometimes, man, I had to realize, man, that I ain't looking for support from people I know no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Strangers make you rich. Yeah. Not your friends, your family. They support you sometime out of guilt, so you can't say
I ain't never did.
Right, like they might have your original shirt, and you grateful. You know what I'm saying? But you might have came out with 12 shirts since then. You ain't like nothing else since then. But that's just I had to understand that. Like, everybody ain't gonna support you all the way through. So I don't know, man. What's my, if I can't give it to you, man, I don't think I can give it to nobody else right now. That's just my thinking, man. Like, if you had a shirt and you told me it was $50, I might not buy a lot of them, bro. But I'm gonna buy as many as I can afford.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We'll break our backs, save money, layaway. That layaway still around?
I think it is.
Like, we'll do all that shit, man, to get a Louis Vuitton. Do Louis Vuitton, they take layaway? I mean, hell, you can buy a plane ticket on Afterpay now. So, I mean, it's all about how you want to spend your money. I can't tell nobody how to spend their money, man. You know, just I don't know, man. Don't tell me you love your people if I don't never see you support them. Financially, all that hitting the like button shit. I don't hear that shit. I was finna say we passed that like button shit. Because
these kids gotta eat.
I mean, just if you see somebody trying to do something good, why not help them?
Yeah, man. And it's so many things out there, and it's funny. I love what we do because I get a lot of calls. Hey, Sean, you know somebody do this, somebody do this, do that. I like to put people in a direction to keep the money in our, you know, and people we know and who we deal with. So, like I said, I like to put people on. Anybody got businesses or anything, we ain't just gonna push anything now. We gonna.
I mean, you gotta have a quality product. Yeah, too.
We're gonna push quality. We're not doing mixtapes.
You can't slow down. You can't. With me, man, you can't sell me a shirt if I look at it and it's crooked. Like, I'm gonna tell you, like, y'all want to buy it, man, but I didn't drink a VA today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need this. You know, I need to fix that, whatever. But I just want everybody to win, man. Fuck. That's what I just want everybody to win.
For sure.
You can be selling condoms. That's cool. As long as they black on.
Black on.
Yeah. I want you to win. Sell your condoms. Yeah, we need them motherfuckers right now. That's it.
It's funny. A lot of stuff that I give to other people and they like, I say, you know, that's black on, right? So go on to do your part too.
Hey, man, if you start looking into high end black on, be some great stuff, man. Yo, we are magical people, man.
There's some great stuff.
I ain't about to sit here and, you know, we are the world, you know, or whatever. But we are magical people, man. We make anything happen, brother. For real.
Brian, I don't care about your mixtapes. We ain't pushing them on here.
Brian, who?
Thomas.
Oh, we ain't doing
about he made some money off his mix. We ain't pushing your mixtapes on here, bro.
That was you putting together porn. That wasn't you rapping, bro. Get out of here with that. Your best of booty talk. Ain't nobody trying to see that, bro.
Shout out BT, man. Netflix. Let's talk about Netflix. They put out a new policy for the workers. They literally just said, hey, look, we gonna work on the stuff that we want to work on, and if your personal life does not align with it, this might not be the place for you. How do you feel about that?
You work for them. You got they give you an option. They gave you an option. You might not like it. Would you want this check? What you want to do? What's important to you? You gonna stand on your morals? You gonna clock in Monday through Friday? What you gonna do? So I mean, Netflix been pushing it lately, man. You know, 365. This day is back. You know, I ain't watched it yet. You know,
what is that?
You know, 365 is when, you know, the dude kidnapped the chick, and he had 365 days to fall in love with her.
Oh.
Yeah, with him. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that shit crazy. But it started off butt naked. You know what I'm saying? Came on butt naked. That's what really made me watch it. Like, damn, that's what we doing? You know, but now they back, so I got to figure out what's going on now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, Dave Chappelle ruffled a lot of people's feathers, man.
That's where it all started.
So, and I ain't never watched none of them, but he ruffled a lot of people's feathers, man. And now they want to find out, does Netflix stand behind the black voice, or are they going to censor him? And they decided they're going to stand behind a voice. No, fuck that. They're going to stand behind a black voice. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
squarely him.
What you going to do? I'm pretty sure they looked at the clock Monday and everybody was there.
They had some people walk out, but they can't. I think they either walked out and then Netflix just fired them. So that's why I like that Netflix went ahead and did this, because I think it was getting out of hand up there because of squarely the Dave Chappelle thing, because it was mostly the transgender culture, and then
if you ain't the boss of a company, you always got an option not to come.
Right.
So I mean, if they put let's say the company we work for put a big ass swastika on the side of the plane. I'm gonna be honest. Some of us, man, some of them, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
Some people gonna be like, hey man, they ain't got nothing to do with me. I gotta get this check. So I mean, that's just the reality.
They won't even try to fight it.
Yeah, they ain't gonna fight it, man. They gonna try and get that overtime.
Yep.
They giving up double time.
Oh, we finna get this double
They giving up double time right now. I ain't dealing with that, But that's what it is, man.
Yeah. What do you think that integrity is instilled in us? Because I hate to say it, we get a lot of new people that work just ain't for them. And I
ain't mad at that.
And I think the people like us are kind of stuck holding the bag for them also.
Oh, you mean the work
ethic, and the ethics, and that ties into that the integrity of saying, okay, I did this, or I stand behind this,
right.
Therefore it spills over into my work ethic. Whereas I think now it's kind of lost in today's society in a sense.
I'm gonna say this, man, and don't take it wrong. We were dumber than the kids.
I know what you mean.
I'll take the kids right now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, they know they worth. Bruh. Where we were just like, yo, it's a good job. Mm-hmm. When we ain't know how long we was gonna be there. We just we got on. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They coming in now, man. They know, man. Like, this can't be life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's what do you say? It's got to be more.
Yeah.
You know, so I ain't mad. I'm mad at it because I got to work with them. Mm-hmm. But long as they got a plan, man.
And that's what I say. Like, I used to tell everybody when they come in the door, hey, man, do you about 5 and get up out of here. You know what I mean? Use this as a vehicle to something else.
Yeah.
You know.
You still got to do your goddamn job.
Yeah, and that's the thing. While you're here, still do what you got to do. This probably could, push you up to a higher level that you really didn't think you was going to get to. But if you come out here and do what you got to do, you're all right. But to go back, do you think that is because, like, us and our fathers and mothers, the generation prior to us, have made it, workers have made it that much easier for the ones under us that they don't feel that they have to get out and work. Like, we felt like we had to take care of ourselves and our kids.
I think physical labor ain't for everybody.
Granted, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Did we make it to where they feel like they ain't had to get out and work? I don't think so. I just think they feel like they better than the job we do.
Okay.
And I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? But why you here? Do your goddamn job? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my whole thing, bro. Like, they do come out with a little bit of arrogance of, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? They trying to already become managers and supervise all that. I ain't mad at them if that's what they shooting for, bro. But, did we make it easier for them? Not. I think we made it look easy.
Right.
You know, my kids ain't never see me come in the house talking about my back hurt. You know, they come on, motherfucker, nah, they're here. But, you know what I'm saying? But, so all they knew was they traveled. You know what I'm saying? They got on planes. I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. They might not have seen me at 10 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what life was. So, but they never seen me come in and be like, I made work look terrible to do.
Right.
So when they had to get out in the workforce after doing whatever they was gonna do, they just was like, yo, this is what it is.
Right.
You know, some parents don't come up like that. Like imagine if you got a white collar, your parents are white collar, and you decide to go get a blue collar job.
Right.
They're looking down on the job you're doing. In some cases. In some cases. Yeah, I ain't gonna put that on everybody. In some cases. You know what I'm saying? In some
my dad
cases.
had a white collar.
Yeah, but you know, your dad was part of the mob, but Frank Rizzo. You know what I'm saying?
And they showed that he was like, everybody, oh, you gonna do it? I was like, no, I don't want to do this.
But
I want to do this.
That's just,
Right.
you know, some things of it.
Yeah.
I know they lazy than a motherfucker, but they smart as shit, man.
Yeah.
Like you sit out and talk to some of these young people, man.
Very smart.
They just trying to figure it out. You know, like they even trying to figure out the job we got. How they can just like, yo, I'm moving to this office, man. I ain't doing this.
Real quick.
And I ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Me neither.
So
Me neither. Just do what you're supposed to do when you're there.
that's my thing.
That's all
man.
I'm asking. If you here for 6 months and next 6 months you in the office,
Yo.
kudos to you, brother.
When I pull up on them, dog, I say, look, I'm Lonzo. You got today and today only. This your training day. You'll meet me in the office, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? And we move on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. They different than us, man. Like I kind of not admire, but I root for them
Yeah.
because they just that much different. They hustle. It's different. Like you look at Armstead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Armstead, I think he like 52. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at us, me and you.
Right.
We ain't nowhere near Armstead, bro. You know, when it come to that hustle, you know what I'm saying?
No, nowhere near. Be like, dude, you gonna do this every morning?
So, but then you got the generations up under him. Like I can look at my oldest daughter. Got many things going, a couple businesses. She still got a job. You know what I'm saying? Her motor to succeed was so much greater as an entrepreneur than mine.
Right.
And her mother's. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I look at that and be like, damn, like, where you get time to sleep? Like I'm looking for I punch out, dog. I'm looking for a bed. You know what I'm saying?
Who you telling?
You know
Man,
what
I
I'm
said, don't give me that radio.
So,
Y'all
I
ain't gonna be
mean,
calling me when I'm off.
I applaud the youth, man.
Yeah.
You know.
I wanted to also get into these students down in Georgia. They're suing the county. This came out, for me, it's taking too long for this to happen. It's been a long,
That shit ain't gonna change.
it's been a long time. And because I don't even remember the county, but it's a small county. And they're suing the county because they wore Black Lives T-shirts to school and they got suspended. Whereas their white counterparts were able to come to school with Confederate flags and Confederate paraphernalia and nothing happened to them. And just looking at some of the news outlets, they were saying they were only suing just to clear their record and not uphold a suspension. And they were saying they actually could sue for a lot more. The parents are being real nice about this, the way that they're handling this situation. The issue with that is because the South is still the South outside of Atlanta. People don't understand Atlanta ain't that big compared to Georgia. And outside of Atlanta, you gonna see some Confederate flags flying around out there. But you also gonna have some, we everywhere. Whether we're gonna be the majority, which is why most people come to Atlanta because we're the majority, but outside of Atlanta, we're the minority. And it's still grounded in that old school Confederate country. We run the country, rifles in the back window of the pickup truck, what you doing around here lifestyle. And, when you bring your kids up in that environment, you also have to be strong enough that when something happened to them, you got to be ready to fight the majority.
I want to see what happened before I say something. I laughed at when I first seen it. It was another story too, but the women of what college was that? It was a gender thing though. We get into that in a minute.
Oh, I didn't see the gender one.
The gender thing was women's track team.
Mm-hmm.
The girls were suspended because they wanted to wear sports bras to practice it, versus the men who can be topless at practice.
Okay.
So the ladies was like, yo, that's unfair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And The reason that the coach told them they couldn't do it because they got men coaches.
Right.
So they want to be a distraction.
That's a real thin line.
A grown ass, I don't know, man.
But look at how many cases you get of these grown ass men that end up being with these students.
Is it fair? I mean, 'cause these ain't high school. I think this is like a junior college or something. Is what?
Okay. Is it fair for the women?
Yeah.
They got suspended?
Yeah.
No, that's not fair.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's not fair at all.
So, like, how do you handle that?
That's a question for me. Like, how do you draw the line between them being able to, and it's just their bodies, just like men, but then they have to be held accountable for somebody else's actions. That's not fair.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you handle that? I mean, let them rock with the titties out.
And if it's a junior college, they should be 18 and up.
I mean, I just think damn, man, how do you handle that? Like,
Yeah, that is
you got
tough.
the dudes walking around here with their beefcake all out,
Right.
and a woman just want to wear a sports
Bra. So
Like-
she can get a little wind to the rest of her body.
Like, what? I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's tough. I didn't know about that.
What else you got, man? Hurry up.
Hey man, don't be rushing me, brother. That's what we not gonna do, okay? Because we definitely got to get into the big one. Because last week we was able to touch on it because it just happened. We got to talk about this Buffalo shooting, and a lot of the things that has come out, since we know, and a lot of things that haven't come out. Guy drove over 200 miles. How old is he? 18. Had a whole lot of white supremacist stuff written on his gun, inscribed on his gun. Scoped out this place. First off, he scoped out a place where there was a lot of elders. So that tell you the mentality of this man. Went in and just started shooting. Security guards shot at him. A retired cop shot at him, but he had on gear, tactical gear.
They said he missed though.
You missed him. Yeah. Oh, okay. So then killed him. Anyway, all those things happen. Also, when one of the callers called in to 911 operator, they hung up on her because she was whispering because she didn't want to get killed in the man. They hung up on her. When they arrested this dude, this killer, let me just put it out there. When they arrested this killer, they didn't tackle him. They didn't shoot him. They just gracefully just took him away, pat him on the back, and took him away. And immediately afterwards, they started talking about what kind of issues he had. I don't care about his issues. That has absolutely nothing to do. This monster just killed 10 people and probably wanted to kill more if the cops hadn't responded when they responded. And it has everything to do with race. Everything to do with race. And yet there's people walking around here talking about racism don't exist. And even furthermore, the media is doing a terrible job in covering this story. We heard more about the Will Smith slap than we've heard about this massacre that happened up here because it was done by a white man. Let's say white man, because if he was black, they call him a man so they could prosecute him to the highest extent of the law. But this white man walked in there and killed all these people, and you got about 2 days coverage of it. The media is part of it too. If you can't see the whole story that they push into this to try to keep us inferior to them, I need you to wake up, and I need you to see the truth in all of this and stop being blind to the fact. Say something, do something. You know what I mean? It's sickening. And then he posted it. He went in live on Twitch. So he was live streaming it when he got in there. They shut it down, I think, within 2 or 3 minutes. I don't know. But he had every intention of hate. That was a terrorist. That was a terrorist. And I am disgusted that we've been so desensitized by seeing people killed by and them posting these videos and them and everybody's drawn to want to see all this stuff all the time. I don't want to see it because it just makes you least the value of what just happened. These people died. These people have families. These were grandmothers, grandfathers, aunties, uncles. These were people that had a lifelong legacy to leave behind. And it was cut short from some white terrorist man. The media makes me sick. That's all I got.
I ain't got nothing on that, man. That's a touchy situation for me. You know what I'm saying? People gone. I don't want to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Too real for the viewer sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna stop, man. I hate to say it like that. Like, the homie put a post up said to be a black man and not have a gun in 2022 is being irresponsible.
I agree with that. Facts.
You know, we are at that point to where you do need to arm yourself. How sad it is, but we are there. You know. So the media gonna be what the media is, man. We seen that with Rodney King. So I mean,
Yeah.
this ain't nothing new. They gonna use the proper words to try to make the young man, whatever, look like a victim. Like his parents said, he was in the damn house. COVID made him go crazy. You know, just shit like that. Just I don't even.
Straight foolish.
I feel sorry for the families
Yeah.
that lost someone. People that were just involved in it. You know, they probably never walk the street the same again. That is definitely a trauma. So I'd rather leave it like that, man. I don't want to get off into that.
I feel you. I always tell people, know your sources. It's a young guy that comes to work with me every day, and we talk. We have different conversations about anything, and everything he says to me just sounds recycled that comes off of social media, or he heard it from somewhere else. And I asked him, I said, where do you get your point of views from? Oh, well, that's just how I feel. I said, no, you saying exactly what Shannon Sharp said, or whoever, whatever this little video was, or what the man said. I say, when do you just take time to come up with your own perspective? And he looked at me. And then we started talking about something else, and he did the same thing. And my homeboy just looked at him. He was like, he don't get it, dude. And I just want us to put more effort into not just accepting what is pushed to you, but to look further, look deeper, and look for what matters to you. Not just because whatever matters to you, I'm not going to look into it just because you want me to, because it's strong for you. You know what I mean? Like battle rap. That's your thing. I'm not going to look at it. But you know what I'm saying?
Poetry, dog. Poetry.
It is poetry, yeah. I'm not gonna, because I know that you like it, I'm not gonna take it on and say, oh, I need to get into this and I need to figure out this and that. No, if it ain't for me, it ain't for me. But what I am gonna be interested in, I'm gonna be able to do my due diligence and able to, if I'm gonna try to give it to somebody else, to make sure that I'm giving you the right information as opposed to what I heard from somebody else.
A lot of people ain't gonna want to hear this black, white, orange, green, whatever. But we really need to look back into these gun laws. Yeah, it's irresponsible to not own a gun, but we got to be responsible who we let own guns. We've watched 2 in the last year, maybe, young white men with rifles playing video games in real life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We have to start looking at and punishing people very harshly. Like, you can go to look at drugs and get you more time than murder.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We have to really look at how we doing things out here and make the change. You know, will we be here when it happened? I don't know. But we can't get quiet about it and say, and throw our hands up because we still here. And all of us go somewhere every day. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely have to, you know, change. I think gun laws need to be a little stricter. I really do. The wrong people got a lot of guns. I hear a lot of people at my job, gun. I probably could take your gun from you and shove it in your ass. But that's where we are now, where everybody tough because they got a gun. You know what I'm saying? And the wrong people like got guns now. And they really out here wilding, man. And that's all people. That ain't just, it ain't a color thing. That's all people out here wilding with these guns, man. So I think we really need to look at that shit, man, and change some of these laws about having these pistols, man, and rifles or whatever. You know, people gonna disagree, but that's because you ain't never lost nobody to gun violence.
Right.
And so, of course, you're gonna feel that way. But
I said that for me, it's an even bigger picture when Georgia passed that. You know,
oh man, he did that for votes.
Did that for votes, exactly, because he knew right here in the city, is us.
Absolutely.
So what we gonna do when you want to go buy guns? Oh, I ain't gotta. I just do it back there and pick up my gun. I'm out of there. I ain't gotta get no permit or nothing. Everybody walking around with a gun now.
Get a gun fast and you get a credit card.
Yeah, you definitely can. It's taking 10 minutes. Do your background check. Man, you walking right up out of there with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So you got to look at the bigger picture and take the time to know. Also, you got to go out and vote Tuesday. If you don't vote, you don't vote. I'm not gonna knock you. Do your homework. It's a lot of stuff on that ballot. That's all I'm gonna say. A lot of stuff on that.
They going after Warnock this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they going after him this time.
Do your homework. The poll's going to be open Tuesday. I was lucky enough to go. Well, I won't say lucky. I made an effort to go early. And it took me longer to do the voting process than it took me to get there because it was no line. But when all the stuff on there, they had took me about 15 minutes to put my vote in. But, man, y'all go ahead and hit them polls up, man. That's one way to start seeing change within our communities and things of that nature, man.
You finished?
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Ready to go? We're gonna leave something for the group. I want them to get in the group and talk about it.
Okay, hold on. Brian said that battle rap is violent poetry.
Still poetry. Mind your business. Just because I like your mixtape, dog. You gotta come with a trumpet.
Go ahead, man.
All right, yesterday in the group, I asked women, I said, if you were a man, would you date your friends? So I appreciate the ladies that came back and just told me their friends weren't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
But now today, I want to ask, I'm going to post it, but since people that's in the group, I want to ask men, when you like a woman, what's the feeling you get?
Expound on that a little bit.
Inside. Like you get butterflies. What? How do you feel? Are you nervous when you see her, and all that? I want to see who gonna be real enough to come in the group and talk about that shit.
Throw the machismo to the side.
Brian might come in there and say, "Shit, I've been feeling the same way for about 80 years." You know what I'm saying?
He gonna put a whole soliloquy out there.
Yeah, I just want to know. It ain't always fair to always try to put women on the spot.
Yeah.
So I just want to throw that at the men and see what they say.
You had the group on fire yesterday. You had a couple posts.
The other post scared me. You know, the chick was.
Yeah,
I thought she was on battle rap. Be honest, but that's not here. That's not here. There. You know what I'm saying? Let us get out of here, man.
Oh man, hey, y'all check us out, man. We gonna be everywhere. We on iTunes. We on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We on Anchor. We working on some other stuff. Just keep rolling with us. We gonna get bigger and we gonna get better. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Share this and keep it moving, man. We got something big coming up. Something different, something new.
Yeah. Next week gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
So y'all just hang around, and we appreciate y'all. What you got?
Support us. Support somebody you know closer than us, and I hope people do the same for you. This your boy 18.
It's your boy Khaled Park. We gonna see y'all around. Hold it in the road.
Hey, man, get out of here with that bullshit, man. Hold it in the road.